Hey guys, it's Taasha Reneé here and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 7 potty training tips for toddlers, as well as show you the routine that has worked for my family. Just to preface this video, my son is 2 years old right now and I am currently a stay-at-home mom. Now, this is not going to be no quick, fast, and 2-day method, 3-day method that you usually see on some of the potty training tip videos. There's still going to be a lot of things that they need to learn, but with practice and with patience, you can definitely get your toddler potty trained. So if you're interested in this video, keep on watching. Tip number 1, be consistent and be patient. And I probably can't stress that enough, because when it comes to potty training, it can really be overwhelming to the point where you're getting frustrated not only with yourself, but with your toddler if they're not doing exactly what you want them to do at a certain time. Create a routine with your child so they know what to expect, what comes next. When it comes to our routine, something that we tend to do is as soon as he wakes up in the morning, the first thing he does is goes to the potty. Grand Rising. This is going to be, I guess, like my first real official potty training video. Just want you guys to know that every kid is different, but every kid shits and every kid pees. So it's not impossible, but you just have to give yourself grace and you just need to be consistent. If anything, be consistent. Hey. Happy rising, baby. It's okay. Happy rising. Sorry I wasn't there when you woke up. Come on, let's use the potty. And move along with the rest of our routine, which means like brushing our teeth, washing our face, all of that like goes in order so they know exactly what to expect. Okay, can you put your feet in the toilet? Put your feet in the toilet, baby. Close the lid. Gentle, gentle. Close that one, gentle. Gentle. Thank you very much. Put your underwear on. Alright, you ready to brush your teeth? Get your stool. Put it over there. You're so strong, Sage. Spit. All done. Dry your hands in your mouth. Dry your face properly. Thank you. So be consistent and be patient. Not everything is going to go as planned, but if your child knows what to expect, they'll be a lot more inclined to use the bathroom when they know, okay, I know this is next. I know my mom's gonna take me here. And I've heard so many times that people have said, just wait until they're ready. Wait until they're ready. And granted, I don't know your situation. Everyone's situation might be different. For someone who didn't want to wait until they were ready, I did start potty training or using elimination communication with my son at around 7 months was the first time he started using the potty. When it says wait until they're ready, I understand, because it isn't until like a couple of months ago until my son, like it clicked for him. Prior to that, it was all me just paying attention to his signs and putting him on the potty. So that is a great tip that I wanted to share with you, is to pay attention to their signs. It's been about an hour since Sage used a potty the first time. And one thing, he also didn't drink much of his water. So one thing I'm not going to do is put him on the potty just to expect him to pee, because there's no liquid in his system since he peed this morning. He's over here watching an episode of Bluey while still trying to eat his breakfast.
And then I'll put him on the potty whenever I feel like he needs to go.
And I know it's very obvious to tell when your child is pooping. A lot of times they'll run in the corner or have a little poop face. They stay quiet. They just shy away when they have to use the bathroom. So you want to just pay attention to your child. Do you need a potty? Sage? Do you need to go potty? What do you mean no? I bet you pee anyway. Come. So if you have any time in your day where you can clear the whole day and just focus on seeing exactly when their signs show to use the potty, just immediately just pick them up and go straight to the potty. Instead of just saying, I'm going to time and put you on the potty every 15 minutes or put you on the potty every 30 minutes. Because in reality, we don't go to the bathroom every 15 minutes. We don't go to the bathroom every 30 minutes. As often as you would go to the bathroom, take them with you and put them on the toilet. Sage! Hi, baby! Do you need a potty? Because mommy has to potty. You need a potty? Okay, 1 second. You want to use this one? 1 second. I thought we were going to both use it together, but if you want to use this one, it's fine. All done? Shake your penis. Shake your penis. Shake your penis. Next tip. Use a potty that looks like the real thing.
Mommy.
Yes, baby.
Baby?
Where's the baby?
Yeah.
You want to give the baby a kiss? Thank you. So we had bought this.
Hi, Mommy.
Hey, baby. We bought this a long time ago, and Sage never used it. He used it as like a hat. Like he was just taking this off and playing with it, but he has never really used this. I used this a couple of times when we were traveling on the road because it's easy to just like pick up and carry. Other than that, this has never been a potty that he would gravitate to. As you can see, this is the potty that we currently use, and he's been using this for the longest. Like it just lifts up. We got it from Target, and that's what he uses right now. And then he just also uses a toilet. A lot of times kids want to follow a lot of things that we're doing. So if we're sitting on an adult toilet, I would rather him sit on something that looks like the real thing, so he will feel like it's, oh, I want to do exactly what mommy's doing, or I want to do what daddy's doing, instead of having something that's bright with colors. And I feel like that would be a little bit more distracting because we're preparing them for the real world. Having a potty that looks like the real thing will definitely be a great tip to implement on your potty training journey. The next tip would be to allow them to see visuals. I am big on visuals and leading by example. And a lot of times, especially when you have a toddler that doesn't really communicate, it can be hard or difficult to try to communicate with them. So it's important to try to do visuals. One of the most important things that we do, or my husband and I try to do, is use the bathroom with him. So this is not for the timid or to say like, I don't let my child see me naked. It's not even about that. Like, you're trying to get your child to understand their anatomy and to understand like their bodily functions. And I feel like the best way is to actually see it in action. One of the biggest tips I can share with you that I feel helped my son with potty training is an episode on Daniel Tiger. There is a potty episode that I feel helps tremendously. I feel like at one point he watched one of those episodes and it like clicked almost instantly, because he's heard me tell him about the potty so many times, but actually hearing it from someone else, it kind of like, okay, maybe I should stop and go right away, like if I have to go potty. So try to implement different visuals so they can have an alternate way of learning. I might catch a lot of heat for this one, is to skip out on the rewards and the bribing, because I feel like it hurts way more than it helps. In my eyes, rewards are offered as like an implied threat, and it's more of a punishment in disguise. So you're telling your child, if you go to the potty, I'm going to give you this candy. But then you get them so excited that they're like, oh yes, I want to use the potty. But then it's more of a punishment, because if you don't use it, I am not going to give you anything. So in itself is more of like manipulation versus working with your child. They go. If they don't, they don't. But just try to be consistent, which goes back to one of the beginning tips. Don't try to force it on them if they're not ready.
Make the whole process fun. So flushing the toilet or putting the pee in the toilet or whatever the case is, just make it fun and give them something that they can feel proud of to be able to continue to motivate them. So instead of bribing them and saying like, hey, you get some candy, in reality, after they finish peeing, it's like, oh, let's put the pee in the toilet, or let's flush the toilet, let's put the lid down. Just do little tasks like that to engage them and to make it more motivating and more fun for them.
Next tip. Please allow them to make mistakes. Mistakes happen. Sometimes they'll end up peeing on themselves. Sometimes they'll pee on the floor, and you don't want to work yourself up for that. Just allow them to make the mistakes and try to redirect them and correct them to be able to try again the next time. When an accident happened, I allow my son to clean it up himself. But always, even after the mess is clean, just always put them on a potty so they can recognize that if you have this feeling, this is where you're gonna use it on the potty. So just be patient with them, give them some grace, and let them know that accidents do happen. Try again. We can just clean it up, and next time, let me know if you have to go potty.
Tasha's showing patience. She's talking to Sage, that parent.
What's that? What's that? Huh? Where do you pee? Yes, pee on the potty, right?
She doesn't need to
Yes,
feed him.
right. Every time
She
you
doesn't
need
need to
pee,
grab him up.
every time you need
None
to
of that.
poop on the potty. Right. Would you like to put your underwear back on and try again? Yes? Okay, let me get the underwear. If you need to pee, I want you to pull it down and sit on the potty, okay? Okay? Do not pee on the floor. Pee in the potty. Carry on. Bye. Let them be without their underwear. So if you're at home and you just have a lot of free time, just don't even have them wear anything. When they feel like they're completely bare down there, if they have to pee, there's nothing there catching it. So they would be more inclined to go to the bathroom or go to the potty and use it that way versus just standing there and peeing on the floor. Next tip would be to go straight from the diapers to the underwear. To skip the pull-up stage. Pull-ups are so designed to hold pee that they're still not aware that they're wetting on themselves. The whole point is for them to realize that this is not going to protect me. Like, if you pee in your underwear, you feel it. And one thing that we did for my son, since he is very tiny, so this is not sponsored in any way, but we actually started using underwear from this company called Tiny Undies, and they have underwears from like size 6 months and up. Right now, the underwears that are in the store, they start off at 2T, and my son can't even fit in a 2T. Our first size we started off with was like 18 months, and they fit perfectly, and he was able to wear that and feel himself whenever he had an accident. I'm about to leave the house in a second to go drop something off. So we'll probably be gone for about like an hour and 15 minutes. So I'm gonna change his clothes really quickly and jump in the car and head out. Say, come use the potty before we leave the house. Let's use the potty before we leave.
Put your pants down.
You want to use this one? Okay. You need help?
What, take off
You
your
gotta
shoes
take off
and
your
all?
shoes, everything. Stand up. You got it? A potty. A potty. Do me a favor, put your potty back. Alright, flush the toilet. Let's wash your hands and let's leave the house. Come on, let's wash your hands. Yeah, let's wash your hands. Quick update. So we're still on the road. We left the house about 35 to 40 minutes ago, and it's like 12:20. So Sage woke up at like 9:30 this morning, and as you can see from the clips, he used the bathroom like 3 times already. So far this morning, it's been about like every hour that he's been going. And just to give you a little insight, Sage does not verbally say, hey, I need to go to the bathroom. Like, he doesn't say, I need to pee, I need to poop. Like, don't think that I'm sitting here waiting for him to tell me, because he really doesn't ever tell me. But it's really all a matter of repetition, and he just knows the routine, because the more I do it, the more he's familiar with, okay, this is what we're about to do. So I don't ever put him on the potty and just sit there and be like, okay, you have to stay there for 20 minutes, 15 minutes, however long until you go. Every time I put him on, he either goes right away, or he'll tell me ahead of time, like, no, I don't need to use it. Because I feel like sitting them on the potty for so long and having them just wait it out, it's kind of like torture almost. I'm just gonna go home, and usually when I go home, the first thing I do is take him out and we go straight to the potty.
Alright, lift up the top.
Say, Daddy, you're in my way.
Daddy's away.
Daddy's in the way.
Oh my gosh.
All done. You don't need to use the potty?
Alright, pull your underwear up.
So we've been gone for like an hour. Underwear. Go ahead, pull it up. You need help? So like I said, we've been gone for like an hour. And this is like the fourth time. Right before we left the house, he barely peed. Potty time number 5. So Sage just peed. And the poop. Mm-hmm. You have to poop. All right, I'll let you handle your business, okay? Let me know when you're done. Nap times, he always sleeps in his underwear. We always go to the potty before he takes a nap, and I just let him sleep. Usually he'll nap for about 2 hours. So usually during that time, he'll just sleep and he wouldn't wet himself. It's nap time, Sage. Oh, I'm tired. Sage fell asleep in the car. And instead of me putting him down, because you know he's been wearing underwear all day, instead of me putting him on the bed, I'm just going to put him on the potty while he's half asleep. And then I'm going to try and put him back to sleep. So, because we don't want no accidents. Let it out. You don't need to pee? If you don't need to pee, it's fine. You okay?
I don't think he needs to pee.
All right. I love you. But overnight, we still put him in his diaper, but he usually wakes up dry. I just haven't transitioned yet to putting him in an underwear overnight. I don't want to risk it. But for the most part, he definitely does wake up dry. So that is something that you can start doing too once you feel like your child is a lot more comfortable with holding in their pee for a lot longer. Like I said, it's just human bodily functions, and you just want to treat them the same way that you treat yourself. Don't neglect them and you go to the bathroom. If you gotta go to the bathroom, more than likely they probably do too. So take them on the potty and hopefully everything will all work out that way. Those are all my tips for potty training. I really hope I covered everything, because this has been a long awaited video, especially since I've been sharing my son on the potty since forever. I hope this video is able to help you on your potty training journey. If you have any other questions pertaining to potty training or just motherhood in general, I'm here to share my thoughts, my experiences, and just share with you exactly what I have gone through, if it can help the next person. Oh, let me show you my belly. Hold on. Look at this. Woo-hoo. We are like 35 weeks. If you guys aren't subscribed to my family YouTube channel, which is our Set Life, or is it our Best Life? Either one. I'm gonna link it below, or I'll put it in the eye so you guys can follow our family channel, because that's where I'm going to be sharing all of my pregnancy updates as well as my birth story. So subscribe to Taasha Reneé and subscribe to our Best Life. And also, if you're not following me on Instagram, you can go ahead and do that. My name is Taasha Reneé, and once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.
It's all done.